then labor market, something like that. So it will be easier to discuss also and record.
Yeah. Because we have 3 more meetings after this, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
Or
I
two,
think so.
two, right?
two.
This coming Thursday, then next week we're still gonna have 2 more meetings. So I think three
Three
more
Okay,
meetings.
meetings.
so 3. Okay. Um,
Because we have
because
to finish the XYZ case also, right? At the last part of the case. There are questions there.
yeah. Uh, I'm so confused.
There were two assignments mentioned to us.
Hmm.
Assignments A and B. Is
Yeah,
this assignment? So this is assignment B.
yeah,
Am I right? Which one is assignment A?
yeah. That's pretty much the same thing, but then for Shell, and we all had to choose one country, and so we're doing this as well for Shell, and then all our own country, and then uh, a bit deeper. So
Okay. For
six.
the
Yeah, perfect. Cool.
okay, so where are we now?
So what are we going to do now? History first or number one or number
So that's the country profile then, I think.
no?
Yeah. Yeah. So what we just discussed, like the history, the economical situation.
Sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Okay, what?
So I think now we should just maybe finish the country profile because we're already almost there. So
Yes. But actually we haven't come up with the history thing.
with sorry.
About the history,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what to put there since we gave our thoughts about. I mean, how we feel when we read the history and our opinions, but no one told what actually in there.
I I think that it doesn't have to be much information for the presentation. I think so. Maybe just history, just that it's focused on the colonization or something.
I think they've been under the is it called the Dutch colonization? I read that Indonesia has been one of the richest countries, I think, for 320 years when they were still under the colonization.
Wow.
Yeah, I've read it in one of the articles here. I just can't because they before they were under some kingdoms from nearby places, right? Like India and the Malaysian um, kingdoms. And then later on, they were under the Javanese occupation, which also led the Sumatran powerhouses to move to the northern side of Sumatra. And those who moved to the northern part of Sumatra were then engaged in trade with the Muslims, and those Muslims were the ones who influenced them with the Islamic religion. And later on, those Muslim traders settled in the northern part of Sumatra and handled the trade in the Malaccan, uh, what do you call that? Moluccan Strait, I think. Then after that came the Dutch colonization, which was for hundreds of years. And then I think the colonizations stopped when the Japanese arrived in Indonesia on the wake of the Second World War from 1942 to 1945, I think. So from then, nationalist parties, um, which were comprised of local Indonesians, started protests, and which eventually led to their independence in 1945. But I think they were still under some negotiations with the Netherlands then. So formal independence was really declared in 1949, and they had their first president, which was the leader of the nationalist party from Indonesia, who really rallied for their independence, I think. So but they, but it didn't stop there because they still had some internal war in the country due to some protests because of, I think Indonesia was one of the hardest hit countries during the East Asian financial crisis. So some local Indonesians protested to the government, which led to the resignation of their current president. And now they have a newly elected president, I think, who was elected in 2013. And they're still under uh, reconstruction, because they're still facing a lot of issues, especially corruption and deploy what's that? The destruction of their natural resources. So I think that's one of
I'm learning a lot more from you than from Wikipedia.
Hey, can you copy paste that and send it to me?
But I
I
think this
actually
is the
have it here.
core
I'll send it to you guys.
I think it's the core of the what we should write down, what you just all said, because you linked it on everything. It's perfect.
Copy paste, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send it to
I'll
you
just
guys.
rephrase everything so
Yeah.
they will not think that it's from a site.
There, what else?
So I guess then maybe we're ready to go to the country culture profile, or am I going too fast now?
Oh, have you guys searched information about the labor market of Indonesia? Because I get really confused with all the information that I saw on the internet.
I think I just found information on Indonesia in the whole and not specifically Sumatra.
Mm.
Um, but let's see. Oh, you have it here.
Yeah.
Unemployment in 2005 was estimated at 10%. So I don't know, is that high or low?
That's high.
Oh, that's
Unemployment of that side. I
okay.
also found something in, I think it's a study about the challenges of the workplace in Indonesia. As of 2015, they still have a very high unemployment rate. And I think the government created only about 200,000 jobs for the whole of Indonesia.
Yay. Okay, so I guess we should talk about how it was for us to work with each other, and what we've learned. So, do you girls want to start, or?
Um, I'm really happy working with you guys because I learned a lot, and yeah, it's hard to communicate since you have different time zone, but I got a chance to share our culture as well and our personalities about ourselves, and also I got to learn from you guys, from your countries, and from me.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I feel
Oh
the
my
same
god.
way.
This this was really a good learning experience for me. This is my first time working with other people from other countries, and it really went well. At first, I was really nervous about this project, but when we started, eventually I felt really comfortable and confident that things will really go well. And our use of Skype, Facebook, and email were really very helpful in communicating with one another. But I think the only problem that we encountered in this project is the internet connection, since sometimes we can't really see each other or hear each other. But other than that, I don't see any other problem, since all of us were really cooperating and contributing valuable insights to the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I had one question actually, because I felt like at one point I was a bit too direct in asking you guys something or telling you guys I'm not sure anymore. Um, and I felt like you guys were like, oh, and I think maybe that was a cultural thing or just me being too direct. Did you guys experience that as well? Or
Actually, it's a good thing because you're just being focused on our project and
cool. And Pam, what did you think
Yeah,
about that?
it's being direct is fine with me because we are used to like um having segues or not really being direct when
because a lot of
working with
times.
uh, yeah yeah so it was good. It's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
How
I
about
Good.
you
actually
guys?
I actually think you guys are good in conversations. I just observed you're good in communicating.
And
Cool.
very approachable.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Yeah,
How about you
I
guys?
think
How
You're
do
we
you
all.
welcome.
feel working with us?
Yeah, I think I feel the same way as the both of you. I think I've learned a lot from the different views, and it's been a lot of fun getting to know something about your culture and about who you girls are, and watching everything on Facebook and helping each other out in the app. So I really like that.
Yeah, yeah, same here. It was just a lot of fun to get to know you girls, and I actually am still like really impressed by you, Pam, with like how much you know.
Lots of
But Angelica
church.
as well.
Thank you.
Angelica as well. Like you do everything just without even like us having to ask.
Yeah,
You're just like, oh yeah, I'll do that, and oh, I'll do that,
yeah,
and
and I think sometimes we forget you're only 18 years old.
yeah.
It's vacation, so it's so good.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was a good project as well. I've really
Yeah.
enjoyed getting to know you, and it was really fun to cooperate with each other. Both cultures, well, gave us some insights for the exercise, and I just enjoyed it. It was very helpful.
Yeah. And I think we should all just kind of stay in touch through Facebook. Like we'll
Yeah.
see each
Yeah,
other,
I'm
we'll keep
going to like
following.
all of your posts.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well,
Just translate the
your
Dutch
profile
posts.
Yeah, I'm
picture.
going to do that so I can understand what you guys saying.
Cool.
Yeah, so thank
I
you so
actually
much for
started doing
everything.
that. Yes, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. I'm going to
We
miss
really
you
had
guys.
fun.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, me too.
Yeah, we're gonna
I'm
miss you
going to
guys
Yeah,
too.
travel there. I will look for all the eggs.
Yes.
that would be so
Yes.
cool.
Let us know when you do.
Yeah.
We'll give you a tour and everything.
Yeah.
Help me with my tourist visa.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm going to miss having Skype meetings every week.
Yeah. Aw.
How long did we have this meeting? Has it been a month already?
Oh my God, I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we work for
That's weird.
1 month.
Doing what I'm doing.
That's weird.
Wow.
Mm.
I'm getting goosebumps. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna
so.
miss doing this. This is what I did during my summer vacation.
Yeah.
Just Skyping with you guys.
I think it's the first time we can clearly see and hear Pam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's also great.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
that's great.
Cool. So I can't wait to
We're
see the
still.
entire video.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going. Anyway, where am I going to upload the video? I mean, the final
Uh,
presentation. YouTube.
I think Dropbox. I think you can upload there as well. Could you? Did you have access? Yeah, you did because you had the video.
Okay, I'm going to upload it on my Dropbox. Then I'm going to send the link to you guys.
Okay,
Perfect.
great.
yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very
I
much.
think,
And we'll keep in touch then.
Yeah, I'll keep in touch. Have a nice day ahead. Ano guys,
Thank
you
you.
still have a
So,
good day.
bye.
Bye.
Salamat.
For the agriculture in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that the island is also divided into two parts. The east is covered with forests and swamps. That the west is commonly known for its mountains. So there's a division
Oh.
of the island. And that's basically the information I found.
Some information about animals going extinct and stuff.
Yes, elephants and tigers and
Yeah.
many.
We don't have animals. We have wild rabbits, but that's about it.
Really?
Yeah. And even those you really have to look for. So.
Foxes.
Oh yeah, foxes. Yeah.
And a lot of cows.
Cows.
Oh.
Cows.
Chicken.
But we have a bit of a boring, like where the whole country is flat, and sometimes we have a bit of a hill, but that's not really a mountain. So we don't really have forests either, so it's just
Oh.
a bit boring. The weather is also boring. It's raining again. We had like a few days of nice weather last week, and that was it. So now it's just raining and gray and 18 degrees Celsius. So we're very intrigued by all the forests and mountains and animals and.
It's always raining season in Holland.
Oh. But it's very hot right now here in the Philippines.
Really?
Yeah, we even reach 40 plus degrees.
Oh wow!
You can fry an egg under the sun.
Yeah, but maybe we can switch. Maybe we can switch places.
Well, maybe you can give us a few degrees because we're cold. We're wearing coats. So. Let's see. I found something.
I found something here. The reason why Sumatra divided into two, there is a theory about Sumatra's Big Bang. Then now, wait. Yeah, they talks about volcanoes and forests and yeah, like what you told. It's all about forests, lakes, and volcanoes that has
Cool.
different meanings here.
I think 20% of the total land area is protected, including 5 natural UNESCO World Heritage sites.
Yeah, but unfortunately, even those forests under conservation are still affected by illegal logging because their laws are not that implemented. They're not that strictly implemented.
Yeah. Well, they have
They're also
turtles.
reaching gold and
I lost
silver.
track. Wait. Sorry. illegal logging. Okay, okay.
So Sumatra's capital, which is Medan, I think, has the richest tobacco plantation.
What place again? Sorry.
Tobacco plantation in Medan, Sumatra.
Ma.
I think they provide the biggest amount of tobacco in the whole of Indonesia.
Biggest mountain? It's okay.
But
I
but
know it.
I
Yeah.
just heard from teacher that you don't have to.
No,
Don't have to record.
no, I
We
mean
said it to our teacher
about
like,
the
oh, they
minutes of the meeting, but it's okay. I know it. Things here in my document, so I'm safe. I
okay,
think.
Okay.
cool.
That sent in the chat box last week. I think it's entitled what's that the software of the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that they're the same.
Okay, yeah, it's the same author as well, so then it's probably maybe we should use that PDF then and not the website, or
Yeah, I think that's a more just a better source.
okay.
Where did you guys found? I mean, found Hofstede theory.
They just told us in class like this is the website you should go to. So
Oh.
Because when I checked your works that you emailed to me, I was surprised because I also found that same website,
okay,
and I think that's really advisable to use.
okay. So let's use that then.
So, are we going to discuss Hofstede theory?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Are we going to discuss now Hofstede's theory
Yeah,
and how are we going to relate that in country profile of Sumatra?
yeah.
Okay.
So how would you guys like to start?
Um,
Well, if you look at the information we found on Hofstede, did you find anything shocking, or do you think, well, I guess that's just Indonesia?
and
Like there's a high
I'm
power
sorry.
instance. Do you recognize it, or?
and also I think, yeah, when I read all of our works, we're like describing Indonesia only. There's no supporting information as like I mean as content in the documents sent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's like we just described Indonesia there with the word power distance, for example. But um, it's not for me. I don't know. I don't find it really reliable because there's no, like, for example, numbers that will support the thought being discussed.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
That's
I also compare uh, theories in our discussion last time. there's no what do you call this? There's no same and exact thought between the two.
Okay.
So if we're going to relate the theories in our discussion last time, you have to do it like step by step or as in now.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if we're going to relate the theories in our discussion last time, you have to do it from the start because what we did was just describing Indonesia, not Sumatra. It's very different from our findings last time. So yeah, I just read your works and my works also. I just found that thing.
Okay.
But if you have any suggestion about what are we going to do,
Um,
so
I'm not sure, but maybe we can do something about.
There's like a family gathering. The family of the guy will go to the girl's house for like a formal asking the hand
That's cool.
tradition like that.
Yeah, we just have that
And
for friends, like an engagement party, but that's it. So.
and some really, even though they're already married, they still live in their parents' house.
Wow.
Sometimes also together with their cousins, grandparents, like that. I
So,
think
at what age do you
also
guys move out of your parents' house?
don't really
anytime.
have that age. Like when, yeah, yeah. You can even stay in your parents' house until you get old.
Oh,
You don't really have that. When you reach 18, you're already independent like that.
yeah, I moved out of my parents' house when I was 18. So.
I am
Wow.
18. I'm still
Where,
here.
uh,
Yeah, different
I
culture.
think also, yeah, I think people in Indonesia, like in the Philippines, also tend to live in groups, like compound, with the entire family, like us. Me, I live in a compound. It's like a lot with many houses in one lot. I live with my parents and siblings, and then also with my aunts and uncles and cousins
Wow.
and niece. Yeah.
Cool.
So I think it's also the
So
same with
different.
It's so
Yeah.
different. I live all by myself.
only some who work in the big cities live independently, but us in the province or in far places from the city, we really live in compounds like that.
It's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
I also
I
found out
um
that I sorry, okay.
go ahead.
I mean, I also found out that um, Indonesian families keep seniors, for example, grandparents, at home. They are opposed of sending them in any organization for oldies like that
I'm
because
sorry.
um, Indonesian families keep seniors, for example, our grandparents, at home because they are opposed of sending them in
Yeah.
any organization for oldies. Also, there is an Asian saying that acknowledge in Indonesia you can get another spouse or husband yet not another mother or father. That's why they value a lot their parents. And
Cool.
Yeah, just like the same here. How are we going to connect this collectivism, collective society
yeah,
of Steve
in
to
our findings.
um,
Um,
Walang I think. we're just safe. And then work it out in the cooking, I think.
Maybe,
Oh, well.
ja,
Oh.
ja.
Mm.
Welk stukje? Ja. History, maybe?
in our history,
Mm.
and also in labor market. Like for example, they are supposed to work.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for example, like what you told us yesterday about the kids age 16 to 18
Yeah.
um years old
Yeah,
are
they have to
forced to work.
sometimes work
Yeah.
for the family. Yeah,
For
you're right.
support the family. Yeah.
Good point.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Okay. So what else?
In organizations, I think they value and they reward employees based on teams, not only on the performance of an individual.
Oh,
Uh, they
that's also
prefer, they prefer giving tasks to teams, not only for individual employees, to promote collaboration and to improve relationships among the employees.
cool.
I'm going to check their labor law also because here in the Philippines, there is such thing as benefit in medical. For example, they have medical benefits including your family. So I'll just check if Indonesia also have that kind of benefit. So we can also put that in the labor law
Cool.
findings. And what else?
Okay, then I think we can go on with masculinity, the next point of state. Indonesia scores 46 points, I see. But why?
Low masculine.
So I think that's again with the competitive and the wanting to be the best and the first and the. So again, maybe the team thing that you said that they don't want to, they don't use targets and stuff that much. I think, but I'm not sure.
I'm
That
quite confused. Is Indonesia on the masculinity side or on the feminine side?
feminine side.
Feminine. Because in this in this information from the internet, it said Indonesia is with low masculinity, but it's still in the masculine side. But on another side, I found it's in the middle. They said like a sort of a combination of the masculine and the feminine side.
Yeah.
Like they value success and goals, but at the same time they promote relationships, building relationships with people.
And that connects to the collectivism again, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Um,
So I think, yeah, it's a balance. They want to take risks, but they also don't want to take risks.
Risk.
I don't think it really matters to them. There's a good balance.
Yeah. Maybe they are afraid of um doing rash decisions, and at that point when a man is upset, it is chronic for the Indonesian not to show negative feeling or outrage remotely. Instead, um, they are patient and continue faking smile and grinning to avoid any complications. But
Yeah, conflict resolution and confrontations for them is not such a good. They feel uncomfortable trying to confront other people, and I sort of related to the case, like the managers, the bosses practice leniency because they exhibit this fatherly approach.
Yeah.
They don't really, they aren't really honest with the performance of the employees. I think even though the employees aren't performing that well, they still become lenient and let it pass. So that's one of the problems that they're facing.
Yeah.
So maybe
and
in
all
other
and
organizations
also
or similar.
Indonesia portrays dysfunction like asal bapak senang, which means keep the boss happy. That's why no matter what circumstances they face, they have to do it and with patience, of course, so that they can finish their job well.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe next one then, or do you guys have any other ideas or suggestions or?
Related to the country.
Like what Johan said, the reason why they have these functions of keeping the boss happy, it's because they can see they know that keeping the supervisor upbeat means you will be remunerated, and in the event you are compensated to have financial or status vulnerability. So yeah, it's still about having position, higher position and status in our organization.
Yeah. Well, perhaps uncertainty avoidance we can link to the economic situation of Sumatra. They're most agricultural, and now they're starting to get some services in industrialism. Perhaps they know that agriculture is a good sector for them, so that they don't want to take risks by going to services too fast. So perhaps
Mhm.
that's something.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes, yeah, good point. I'm sorry. Okay. Next one, long-term orientation, or you have still have something. Yeah.
Long-term compensation 62.
Wow, that's really high on the long-term orientation, right?
Right.
Ja, ik vergelijk met Westerse. I want to rephrase my sentence. I said, wow, that's really high, but that's really high relatively to us because I think we score like 20 or something. So maybe that's different for you. I don't know.
Yeah, actually, Philippines
Uh,
also is very adaptable to any kind of society, community they belong. For example, if they go to other country, they will adopt. They will try to adjust to their culture. Yeah, it's the same in Indonesia, and
Okay.
they are very thrifty. and work very hard. That's all. What else? And very down to earth people.
Oh, so they say countries should high score on long-term orientation, encourage efforts in modern education as a way to prepare for the future. And Indonesia now is trying to improve their education system to provide to improve their citizens and provide better um, workforce in the future, which can also help them in terms of economy and sustainability, I guess.
And
Okay.
also, uh, for example, you guys told us that they are very rich in agriculture. That's why they keep in a safe line, for example. They are afraid to take risk of trying other things. Instead, they work hard to improve and have more of richness in the agriculture so that in the future there will be no problem of lacking um, foods, supplements, and etc.
Yeah, good point.
Okay, excuse me.
It was also said here that long-term orientations refer to maintaining links with its own past or tradition with the challenges of present and the future. I think their religion really has a great impact. It
Yes.
began years ago as part of their history, but up to now, they still practice the important values, which are embedded in their religion, and try to incorporate it in the modern times.
Yeah, I
Like
think
they
it's
apply
also
it.
in the case that the
Yeah,
values of the XYZ company are based on Islam.
Islam.
Islam. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like they
also
use these values from the religion in the relationships, not only in their church but also with others and in dealing or with the workplace.
Okay.
cool.
Okay, uh, to make it clear, so long we can connect long-term orientation in the history, labor market, nature, and economic.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Are we gonna go to the next
Indulgence.
one?
Indonesians. The Indonesia scores 38 points on indulgence. I have no idea what indulgence means.
I think it's
Tolerance.
control of impulses.
Are we to pick this one? Or
They
we
use
can
or,
go?
so I think it's okay to use or.
Can you guys hear me?
We used Cameron and Quinn. And we used how is it not Okai?
Yeah, the Okai.
The Okai model. It's the organizational cultural assessment instrument that Cameron and Quinn developed. So we tried to put everything about company XYZ into the instrument, and yeah, the outcome was that the company is family as a family culture. I don't know what were your results, Pam, on Cameron and Quinn?
I'm sorry.
What were
I
your
can't hear
results on
you.
that?
Okay. So, is it, do you have the same, the competing values of framework, like the
Sorry, I
clan
didn't.
culture, the family culture, hierarchy, market?
Zal ik hem schrijven daar? Johan is going to look if there is a place where there's a little bit less noise because we can hear you very well. Did you see our email
Yes.
with the OPI model? Is there a problem? Okay, we're going to move the laptop because there's
It was also said in the book that since culture is composed of different values, some organizations may reflect characteristics of all the four culture types presented by Cameron and Quinn. But I think the most dominant culture that XYZ Corporation has is the clan culture or the
and
family
family.
culture,
Yeah.
which you also said. Yes, because
Yes.
it's more of a family type of organization. They have shared values and beliefs, and it was said in the book that organizations that have clan culture tend to have managers who are more of a parent type, parent figures, team builders, and I think XYZ Corporation is emphasizing their clan culture more by planning to implement in performance and talent system which will be beneficial to the growth of their employees and the organization as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think
That's
it's a
what
good
I
point.
think.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Yeah.
And Angelica, what did you
How
find
about
by using Shine?
Shine.
time?
Anyway, um, culture, according to Edgar Schein, is a pattern of shared basic assumptions learned by a group as it solves its problem of external adaptation and integration. So, um, Edgar Schein introduced three levels of culture, which are organizational culture, which are artifacts, exposed values, and basic assumptions values.
Yeah.
For the artifacts, are the surface are at the surface those aspects such as dress which can be easily discerned yet are hard to understand visual organization structures or process. For example, in XYZ Corporation, proper attires at work, authority, standard operating procedures is the example of the artifacts being said, like yeah,
We have
described.
the same.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the same
Oh,
words like XYZ Corporation, proper attire, authority, and standard operating procedures.
I really we got the same course. OMG. In any case, okay, the second one is exposed values, which talks about dealing with artifacts like the conscious strategies, goals, and philosophies. For in XYZ case, organization strategies, vision and mission is one of the example. Um, because this talks about becoming a leader or competitive in the market. The second one is core values. You know, like the typical uh, requirements in an organization, having a vision, mission, and also core values. Then the third level was the basic assumptions and values. The core, the essence of culture is represented by basic underlying assumptions and values, which are difficult to discern because they exist at a logic and conscious level, yet they provide the key understanding why things happen the way they do. The basic assumptions form around deeper dimensions of human existence, such as the nature of humans, thoughts and feelings, human relationships and activities, reality and truth. In XYZ Corporation case, values of people in the organization brought about the religion, including the aforementioned core values of the company, paternalistic fatherly approach of the bosses, thoughts, feelings, and perceptions of employees, and personal and organizational level, feelings about changes in the workplace. So that's what
Okay.
things we talk earlier.
Okay.
I think,
Well, I think it sounds
I
very
think
good.
you're, I think you're referring to the same file.
Sorry,
I think we're using the same file, Angelica.
about child.
Yeah.
We couldn't hear that. Could you? We couldn't hear you, Pam.
Could you repeat it,
Oh,
She
please?
sure.
said we have the same output, something like that, about child hearing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's really the
Oh, that's
same
good to hear.
word for word. Like word for word, we have the same.
Same course maybe. I got this from a PDF HTML in the internet.
Really, it's the same with the file I emailed you. That I'm amazed. We have the same timing.
About child.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Cameron Queen? Have you revised that?
I'm sorry.
About Letitia and Yo Letitia sorry and Johan's findings.
Yeah. As I said, we used the Okai model.
Okay.
Have you seen it on in the email we sent?
I
Okay,
only
well,
read
supportive.
until hosting.
Well, the Okai is a piece of the theory of Cameron and Quinn, and it's just an instrument you can use to find out whether an organization is a family culture or or another culture. You have
We
all
all
kinds of cultures. Family culture is one of them.
we only know the Dutch term, so
The hierarchy culture,
yeah.
Yes.
the market culture,
Also,
and
Pam knows what we're talking about, right?
but also on the results, so that you have a good balance.
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I like to ask if since we have different users in hearing computing, are we going to use one or we're going to use all of them?
Um,
I think we can use
Um,
both.
yeah, I think
yeah.
both theories have good information.
I just sent you another email.
We just sent you the email for. Well, Letitia sent you the email.
With screenshots.
That's about Cameron and Quinn.
That's the Okai model we used.
Is
You
there
got the
any
email?
photos that but they have different like chat and luminance and I don't know how to use it.
how the model works. You
Guys, can you translate? Oh, there's Angelica.
Translate those words maybe written in your language.
Which words?
Like
Can you
number
guys
one,
translate the
dominante.
heading, the headings in the table?
The one in yellow
The
highlight.
Oh,
yellow.
well, the first one is dominant characteristics of the organization. The second one in yellow is the management of the organization, so just the leaders, how they act. The third one is personnel management, so human resources. The fourth one is like the glue of the organization, so what are the main principles of the organization, what is most important. The fifth one is about strategy. And the sixth one, the last one, is about the points for success of the XYZ company.
What of the two columns at the right side?
The end
On the right
users.
side, the scores, you mean?
ja, de eerste page.
Well, the first row is about the present, so the present situation of the XYZ company. And the one on the right, that means toekomst means future. So how the organization wants to perform.
Okay,
We can't see you, Angelica.
I'm sorry.
Let's see if we can get you back.
Yeah,
You're back. Okay.
So, the part of the personal characters score became low for the future.
Yeah.
So this is only an example, like the format of Okay.
yes, and that's the one we used for the XIZ company.
This is the
Oh,
OK instrument that Quinn and Cameron developed. So you can check which culture an organization has.
But do you have
so
the
the
final
scores
output
here
of XY
are
Okay
for XYZ.
XYZ?
Sorry, I didn't get that. What did
I
you
mean,
say?
do you have any final output about XYZ's Okay?
Yeah.
Well, in the bottom, there's a figure.
The last attachment.
The last attachment is like a picture of the current situation. That's in green,
Yeah.
and the future situation we want to the case wants to achieve, and that's in red.
Can you see that picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, but do you think it's good to use both theories, or do you have do you prefer one theory over the other?
Actually, this is also good theory because there are numbers that will defend the theory of one.
Okay.
Okay.
I think but we can focus on this one, the one from Cameron, and just mention some information about the Shine theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe we can use the artifacts and everything from Shine and see if there's a connection between the family culture Queen and Cameron use and the artifacts we see in the theory of Shine.
Anyway, about the Okay, do you have any anticipation of
Of how it works, you mean?
I mean the whole description, how the process goes.
How
Why?
Okai works.
Yes, like the whole
Yeah.
description of the food.
Uh,
Dat is gewoon een beetje toestand.
maar ze moet een beschrijving van het Okai-model zelf.
Ja.
Want hij is er wel. Ja. Kijk, I'll check Google.
Is it perhaps okay if we send it to you by mail?
I think you
Well, the
asked
basic
if you could just repeat the first two sentences.
well, the basic principle of the Okai methods of Cameron and Quinn. For example, you have the current situation, and then you have 4 questions about it per strategy and like leadership, and then you can score them on 4 phrases that are mentioned. A 0 is very low score, and 100 is very high. So if an organization has like 60 points of family culture, that means that the family culture is the most dominant type of culture in the organization. And that's how the Okai works. And then in the end, they count all points on market, family, and hierarchy culture together. And then you get the figure like in the end of the meal.
Thank
Okay,
you.
okay, you're welcome.
I sent you something in the Facebook app.
That's some more information about the Okai in the Facebook app.
That's a lot. Um, so how about Cameron? Do you have any finding methods or no?
I'm sorry.
I didn't.
Did anyone have had a searching about Cameron's views?
Well, I think we just used the Okai model because we had classes last period about Cameron and Quinn. So, but I still have some information, but it's in Dutch.
I already searched for Shine too, so I sent you already about Cameron and Quinn.
Okay.
How about you, Pam?
Yeah.
I think the theory of Cameron is the one we talked about a while ago. Like the clan culture or family culture, like that.
Yeah.
Then they just added the results of the instruments that they.
So,
Pam. I wanted to ask if Pam has written down the information she found about Cameron and Quinn.
The only information I found about them is about competing New York City values and hierarchy market. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I found. I think XYZ a bit of both, except that is the clan culture which is more dominant in their organization. Like we have a bit of advocacy, which is about thinking of the future. Um, because in the case that they signed a deal with a company to provide them a supply for uh, 10 years, I think, because facing shortage. So they prepared for their future by signing a how do you get me? Yeah, and
do you have that in your resume?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I mean, for Pam, do you have that statement in your resume?
yeah,
And intending to use another important topic, so we can choose what are the important points that we should include in our family artifacts.
Yes.
I I didn't understand. Sorry.
Sorry, what?
I didn't understand what you said.
I mean, I will make another report about today's meeting, then so that it will be easier for us to choose
Yeah.
important points in our findings for for the previous meeting for our final output.
Okay. Well, if you want to do this, that sounds perfect.
Mhm.
And the other documents, well, it was very good, I think. It
Yes.
looked very good.
Yeah, you did a great job on all the reports. So, should we send you some more information about Cameron and Quinn, or is Pam going to do so?
uh,
Pam, do you already have findings about Cameron and Queen, or we still have to look for more information?
maybe I get more info, but what I'm saying now is already in the file that I used last week.
Okay.
We can't hear Pam very well.
Oh, sorry.
Did you get that, Angelica? What Pam said? Maybe you can say.
What she was saying, she already have findings about Cameron King in her
Okay.
document sent, but it's okay also if we add more information about.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I get it right. I'm sorry.
Did later.
Okay.
So
Okay.
are we done about number two?
I think we are.
How about Johan?
Can you talk into your microphone?
Sorry. Okay. How
Sorry.
about you
I'm so
guys? Are
sorry.
you okay if we move forward?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure.
So are we going to talk about the number four, the recommendation?
Yeah, we can do that today, or do you think it's maybe better if you make a report of this and we all read those reports and then think about some recommendations and talk about it on Thursday, because we have another meeting on Thursday, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what
Okay, I
about
think it's better.
the presentation?
I'm sorry, I didn't
What
How
hear
are we
you.
about
going to work
the presentation?
on our final presentation?
Oh, we're gonna work on the station.
Oh, okay.
Um, do you have time on Monday next week? Is
Yeah,
that a possibility?
yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm free anytime.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, okay, great.
And Pam, how about you?
Okay. The
So,
basic
by
that,
Monday,
that's June 28th already.
27th.
Oh,
So maybe Monday the 27th at 9 o'clock.
It's okay.
Nine.
yeah, it's okay.
Is 9 o'clock okay with you, Dutch time? So that's 3 o'clock in the Philippines.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
okay? Okay, so I'll put it in the calendar.
Well, that's perfect.
I like to ask if we have any other assignments or tasks to do other than assignment.
Besides, um, besides assignment B, you mean?
Yeah, aside from assignment B, do you have any other um assignments to do, like assignment A. Is there such thing as assignment A? Because I'm
Yeah,
Yes,
getting
for
there
us.
is.
Well,
is
our assignment that is finding some basic information about Shell International, so like how Shell operates worldwide, and it also focuses on a subset of Shell. So we could all find a country we want to do research on. I picked Ireland, and Letitia picked the United Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
And for that Shell subsidiary, we need to give an advice on recruitment or performance management. So that's our assignment A.
And we
Oh,
also
so
have to use. We also have to make a culture profile and a country profile. So everything we have to do for this assignment, we also have to do for assignment A and
wait,
more.
what is our assignment
uh,
A?
no,
Yeah,
no,
that's why we're stressed.
Angelica,
Yeah.
no, Angelica, I think we're no longer included in the assignment A.
Our assignment is the for video meetings.
No, I think we're only included in their assignment B. Sa assignment B lang tayo.
Okay, only assignment B. Okay, so for
Yeah,
the
because
next meeting,
their assignment A has just
sorry.
some of different topics. yung, yung assignment A nila yung topic. Kabilang tayo.
Bilang yung gagamitin. Okay. Sorry, grabe nalilito na ako.
I can't hear Pam. So sorry.
Okay, so we're
Uh,
only, for today's meeting, we're only gonna talk
I
about
think.
number 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it okay with you, or
then
do you
next
want
week,
to
we're gonna
proceed with?
do
I still don't have any answer on number 4, so I think it's okay.
Okay, then we do the first. I think that's okay with us too.
Yeah.
I,
So we're done for now.
I
Okay.
have it
Thank
before,
you.
before, but we can talk about it next meeting.
Yes.
So for the next meeting, we're gonna talk about number 4.
Huh?
Yes.
For our next meeting, we're going to talk about number 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are.
The recommendation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Then
hopefully
on
for
the
you
last
to
meeting, we're gonna work on our final output.
Yeah.
Yes.
On the presentation.
yeah.
So I think we also need to think about how are we going to do the presentation. Are we using Skype or are we just going to film ourselves and put it together as one video? I don't know what will work better. What do you think?
Hmm.
Yeah, we can talk about it next meeting because it's really hard.
Called organization development and change. Our professor taught us about Lewin's change model. Familiar with that?
We only got like bits and pieces of that. So could you repeat that?
Oh, I'm sorry. For the recommendation, I remembered what our professor taught us before in our subject. It's called Lewis Change Model. Are you familiar with that?
Nope.
Ander model van?
Lewis. I think I've heard it
Lew-
once, but that's about it. So
Lewin's change model, it includes three phases of change in the organization. It includes unfreezing the present culture.
oh
Yeah,
yes,
we know that.
yes we know that one.
Yeah, Lewin met
Remember
W.
the
Yeah.
change Lewin. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lewin. Refreezing. So I thought we can maybe apply it to our case, like freezing the present culture, the leniency, paternal approach, what else? The low performance of employees by making them understand the need to implement a new performance system
Mhm.
in incorporating it in their HR practices to improve their system
Cool.
Yeah.
there. And I also read something in how's it called? Shine,
Shine.
Shine's book. Um, he said that change creates a learning anxiety among employees, um, which may be brought about by fear of temporary incompetence or um, loss of position in the organization. And he said that we must, as change agents in the organization, we must increase survival anxiety, which refers to the things that will happen if you don't do the change or anything. It's like increasing survival anxiety and lowering learning anxiety of employees so that they will accept the new system or the new practice that we will be implementing. Because I think they are scared. They are scared. They are opposed the implementation of the new system because they are scared of the possibility that they will lose their jobs.
Yeah.
So we must lessen that um, thought in their mind and instead tell them the benefits that they will be getting from that new system.
Okay.
Like they, since they like more challenging workloads, you can tell them that they can have the opportunity for growth in the system that we will be implementing. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Mm,
Sounds good.
how about how about you guys?
Okay, so Johan had this plan.
Yeah, he thought about employer branding because company XYZ has to attract new talents. So with employer branding, you can make the company more attractive for talented people out there. um,
But then again, he also thinks that maybe that's not fitting in the culture, because Indonesian culture is not as like, oh, look at me, I'm so good. So that's something maybe we can think about. And then, um, yeah, for development, he thought about maybe then making sure that the senior employees, sorry, um, transfer their knowledge to the younger employees.
Yeah.
yeah, so like give them a senior position in the organization. Because there are people who are working there for a long time and they just work there and that's it. But they can
Yeah.
teach new people what they know, and if you give them a senior position, then they will go up in salary as well.
Yeah, and then
Also,
they'll be more likely to express and share what they know because they feel like that's more important now.
Yeah, and it's really their job to do so.
yeah. I also thought before if they use promotions in their employees. I don't think it was mentioned in the case.
Yeah, I think so too, but Johan usually brings the case, so
We don't have the case with us.
we can
How
open it
about you, Angel?
online.
about me? I mean, how about my research? Okay. Um, I'm really happy about what you told because my findings can relate to your findings also. Like, I got this information from an HR design draft recommendations of performance management work team. This revolves around the performance management. Like, this provides employees the opportunity to assess themselves. At the same time, a manager or supervisor completes a performance appraisal, like what Tisha and Florin told us. Then, about PAM, they can also improve their job description to attract more applicants. to apply for their company also. And provide continuing opportunities for employee development and advancement. Using the performance evaluation as a door to open discussion about the employee's advancement and training needs uh, to determine areas that need improvement and help the employee work toward increasing his skills and knowledge. Also, evaluations offer a strategic means for rewarding employees' performance, ensuring the employees' performance evaluation are directly linked to the compensation and employee rewards that will make them stay in the company. Um, Also, this will attract new employees to work hard, and you can earn loyalty from them. So about the cost, of course, if there's a lot of training, it means a lot of cost also for the company. We can get the training inside the organization, like from the seniority. They can, like what they told, they can help the young or the new employees to learn more from them, especially based from their experiences and knowledge while they're working in the organization. So that's why I'm glad, because my all of these are related to your series.
Cool. We're doing so good.
Yeah, so if you're going to use, can you use two queries for the recommendation? Because it's really nice. I mean, both of them. You can use that for the XYZ case.
Mhm.
Or we just have to use one.
I think we can do whatever as long as we use one at least.
At
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, so we can use more.
So
It's down, or should we do?
I'm recording our conversation.
Okay, you're recording again. Great. Okay, so what do we think about all of those recommendations?
It's really helpful for the problems XYZ is facing. So I think you can use it. You can use them,
Yeah.
All of them.
all of them.
I think Angelica's recommendations were a combination of all of ours, so maybe
Yeah.
we should just use that then.
Use Angelica's summary of the recommendations.
Yes, and I will also use the words you told me about. I mean the description of the whole series. It will support
Okay.
the recommendation and advice.
Okay.
Cool.
So let's
Just
do
to
that.
clarify, we're going to recommend
We can just record our Skype where we discuss how we thought it was to work with each other and what we've learned from each other, rather than taping that separately, because I think we can really just have a conversation about how we thought, and that would make more impact than us just telling it.
It's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm just thinking if we encounter another technical problems in Skype.
Ja, maar dat wil je dan dus naast de filmpjes die we al gaan maken, of gewoon alleen Skype?
Nee, daarnaast. Want dan filmpjes maken over de inhoud, zeg
dan-
maar, en dan achteraf van
Ja,
wat
wat
vonden we
vonden-
hiervan. Ja.
Ja.
So then we would have like videos on like the subjects, like the content, and then to finish off one like recording of us talking about how we thought it was to work each other, because I think that's the last thing on the form.
yes. The
I lost
learning.
track. Sorry. What again?
So for the final thing, the final video that we have to hand in, we first make the videos as we discussed. So per subject, we tape each ourselves, and then for the final part where we have to explain how we thought it was to work with each other and what we've learned, maybe we should just do that in a conversation on Skype and then record that and add that to the video that we already made.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Okay,
I
great.
thought you said all of the final output you should do it on Skype.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, I-
No, just the part where how it was to work with each other.
Okay.
Cool.
So when are we gonna record the learnings on Monday? Johannes.
What
I think on Monday we have to see what kind of complete movie we have.
Yeah.
Because Angelica will put all of the films together in the weekend, and then we have to see on Monday. Yeah, we'd like to see how you people did, and
And then maybe
And,
then
yeah.
we can record the discussion about how it was to work with each other.
yeah, so just make the final product on Monday, I think.
Okay, by Saturday or Sunday, I hope everyone will send their videos.
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, like on Saturday or Sunday, I hope everyone will. I already sent their videos so that I can compile them before Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do that, I think today or... Oh, but Johan's not here. Yeah, we'll figure it out, but you'll have it on time.
I think we'll do that. We'll do it on Saturday then.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You'll get it.
Okay. And also, how
Okay.
are we going to divide the topics?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I'll just look for the form.
Misschien moeten we elk hoofdstuk in tweeën knippen.
Yeah.
I'm amazed every time you speak in your language.
Yeah. So Letitia just said maybe we should just cut up each chapter.
Like 1 to 4. I mean, who are going to do number 1, 2, 3, 4?
Wait, I'll just...
Are we supposed to say something about each item, or we're gonna divide the items among us? Like, for example, you do numbers 1 and 2, we'll do numbers 3 and 4, or are we supposed to also cover 1 to 4, and you will also say something about 1 to 4.
I think the second one, that we all have to say something about every subject, every topic.
But not that we have like different, that we all say the same thing. So for example, in chapter 1, you have several subjects. So you have like history and nature, and maybe we should do like we do history, you do nature, and then we do geography, and so like that maybe. Right? Yeah.
Alles in tweeën knippen.
Yeah, or just cut in 2.
Cut every chapter in 2. I think.
Okay, that's good.
And like with the culture profile, maybe that you guys do Shine and we do Cameron and Queen.
Okay. Okay. So, are we
Since
going to
Angelica,
use minutes of the meetings as our basis?
I'm sorry, what?
Are we going to use the reports I made about our minutes of the meeting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
yes.
I'm just trying to look for...
How about the country culture profile? We all used Hofstede.
Yeah.
About the for the
So
Yes.
just
So
different
divide the
dimension.
yeah, so
Yeah.
we do 3 dimensions and you do 3, maybe, because it's 6 dimensions.
Okay.
Okay, so
And
should we
for-
just start from the top and then just do really concrete, like who does what?
Okay.
So
Please take notes,
Yeah.
Pam.
Okay, so for the country profile, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 subjects.
5 each.
So,
10?
right? So maybe we can do the first 5 and you do the second 5. So we do history, nature, geography, economic situation, and political situation. Oh wait, I'm not counting right.
I
Eh,
think it's the 8. 1, 2,
yeah,
4, 6, 7, 8.
yeah, it's 8. Okay. So we do history, nature, geography, and economic situation, and then you guys do labor, market, labor law, and current events.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
3, 4, okay. And then for the country culture profile, you get 3 each, 3 dimensions each.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are those?
So again, we do the first
Are
3
those
and you do the
dimensions?
second 3.
Okay.
En dan
Yeah.
zie je.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Indulgence, long term. Okay. The last 3 go to us.
Yeah, and the last 3 are indulgence.
Certain abuse and long term orientation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So then we have the company culture profile, which is Shine and Cameron and Quinn.
Yes, Shine will be ours.
So then we'll do Cameron and Quinn, and you guys do Shine.
Okay.
Yes.
Then yeah.
About recommendation, we have 3.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just you guys can just talk about the employee branding.
Yeah.
And then we talk about what's the other one? The shines something. Shines theory. For
And
Yeah.
also, I
um,
think Johan will recommend also another theory soon.
Yeah, no, we just told the things that we had were from Johan, so that was Johan's input.
brand.
Okay.
So again, we do employer branding,
Then
You
we'll
do
do the
Shine.
rest.
and you do the rest.
You win.
Yeah, the 2
That's
theories.
You wins and
Okay,
Shine and Lewin.
yes.
cool. And then together we do the summary of experiences and lessons learned.
Yes, on Skype.
On
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah. Cool.
we're gonna email our video to Angelica.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll
I
do that
know.
before
We're
Sunday.
gonna we're gonna video it together. I forgot. We're gonna